Tonight, you will probably fall asleep in a safe room. You may have a bed, a blanket, a locked door, a phone beside you, and a light switch only a few steps away. But for ancient humans, sleep looked very different. There were no walls, no alarms, no hospitals, no police, and no locked door between you and the darkness. Every night, ancient humans had to do something incredibly dangerous. They had to close their eyes. When you sleep, you lose control. You cannot see what is moving nearby. You cannot react quickly. You cannot run at full speed. And for several hours, your body becomes vulnerable. Today, that vulnerability feels normal, but thousands of years ago, it could be deadly. The darkness around an ancient camp was not empty. Predators moved at night. Large cats could approach quietly. Hyenas could follow the smell of food. Snakes and insects could enter sleeping areas. And a person lying on the ground might not notice until it was too late. Cold was another danger. Without modern clothing, heating, or sealed buildings, a sudden drop in temperature could become life-threatening. Rain could soak the ground. Wind could weaken the fire. A storm could force the entire group to move. And if the fire went out, the camp lost more than heat. Fire created a barrier. It pushed back animals. It gave light. It helped people see movement in the darkness. It allowed the group to cook, stay warm, and remain together. A dying fire was a serious problem. Someone had to watch it. Someone had to feed it. Someone had to make sure the darkness did not move closer. Sleep was also dangerous because ancient humans were not only protecting themselves, they were protecting children. A child could wake up and wander away. A baby could cry and attract attention. A young member of the group could become cold much faster than an adult. This may be one reason ancient groups slept close together. The strongest adults could sleep near the outside. Children could remain closer to the center. The group itself became a kind of living wall. There was also danger from other humans. Another group might approach at night. Food could be stolen. Weapons could be taken. A surprise attack was easier when everyone was asleep. So ancient humans could not simply find a peaceful place and rest without thinking. They had to choose sleeping locations carefully. A protected rock wall was safer than open ground. A cave entrance could reduce the number of directions danger could come from. Higher ground could offer a better view. Dense cover could hide the camp, but it could also hide predators. Every location had advantages, and every location had risks. The popular image of ancient humans peacefully sleeping under a beautiful sky is probably misleading. The stars may have been beautiful, but the night was still dangerous. Sleep had to be earned, it had to be protected, and it had to happen inside a system of survival. That system depended on fire, on location, on listening, and most importantly, on other people. Ancient humans were not built to survive alone, especially at night. Sleeping in a group changed everything. One person could hear a sound that others missed. Someone could wake when the fire weakened. A parent could respond when a child moved. Several adults could react together if danger entered the camp. The group allowed the individual to become vulnerable. Without the group, deep sleep would have been much more dangerous. This does not mean ancient humans stayed awake all night in constant terror. They still needed rest. Sleep is essential for memory, healing, learning, and survival. But their sleep may have been lighter, more flexible, and more connected to the environment. A strange sound mattered. A change in wind mattered. The silence of animals mattered. The smell of smoke mattered. The brain could not fully ignore the world. It had to rest while remaining ready. And that ancient system may still exist inside us. Think about what happens when you hear a noise at night. Your eyes open, your heart beats faster, you listen. For a few seconds, your body acts as if the darkness might contain a threat. Even when you know the door is locked, even when you live far from wild animals, even when the sound came from a pipe, a refrigerator, or the wind, your logical mind understands the modern world. But the oldest parts of your brain were shaped in a very different one. This may also explain why sleeping alone can sometimes feel strange. Humans spent most of their history close to others, near family, near the group, near the fire. Complete isolation at night is normal in many modern societies, but historically, it was unusual. Being alone meant there was nobody else listening, nobody else watching, nobody else between you and danger. So fear at night is not necessarily childish. It may be an old survival response. A dark hallway can feel threatening, even when you know nothing is there. A silent room can make small sounds feel important. A shadow can briefly look like a person. The brain prefers a false alarm over a missed predator. Imagine two ancient humans. One ignores every sound in the darkness. The other wakes quickly when a branch breaks nearby. Sometimes the second person wakes up for no reason, but when the sound is real, that person has a better chance of surviving. Over thousands of generations, caution became part of us. That does not mean every modern sleep problem comes from ancient fear. Stress, screens, noise, health, and daily habits also affect sleep. But our evolutionary past may help explain why nighttime can change the way we feel. During the day, the world is visible. At night, the brain must guess. And when information is missing, the brain often imagines danger. Modern life has changed faster than human biology. We created houses, locks, electric lights, security systems, heating, soft beds, and quiet rooms. But the brain inside that room is ancient. It still notices darkness. It still reacts to unexpected sounds. It still feels safer near warmth, light, and other people. So tonight, when you lie in bed and the house becomes silent, remember this: your fear may not mean something is wrong with you. Your brain may simply be doing what it was designed to do. Listen, watch, prepare, survive. Because for most of human history, sleep was not just rest. Sleep was survival.